Hey, what is going on, everyone? Joe here, and I have not yet gotten enough crab. We are jumping back into the world of Everything is Crab, and if you guys are not familiar with this game, it's an action roguelite, and every single time you level up, you are mutating a different part of your body. So by the time you end your run, you are just some gross animal abomination with a beak, you got spider legs, you got butterfly wings, and it is freaking awesome. And also the playtest, which is free, and the link is down below, is loaded with content. It goes all the way up to difficulty 8 with different modifiers every single time. There's a bunch of different challenge runs, and there's also starting mutations as well, apparently, which I haven't even unlocked yet. I do have a question before we dive into the run. It got me thinking, it is 2026, Happy New Year, guys. If there's any games you've watched on my channel that you've really enjoyed and want me to consider bringing back for the new year, leave me a comment down below. January is always kind of a dry month. There's not a ton of releases, and so it might be a good opportunity to bring back some old bangers. But without further ado, we're going to dive into a new run here on difficulty 2. We got our clear in difficulty 1, and so now the basic enemies have increased damage. So we're going to dive in and see exactly how far we can get. Whoa, choose your starting genetic. I guess we did unlock this. Okay, so we've got different genetics. Standard, we get 10 HP. Simple, -2 evolution choices, but 100 starting mutagen points. So we'd only get one option every single time we level up, but we get a ton of currency. And then we've got Pioneer. Increase the amount of points of interest by 50%. That is just a net positive because points of interest don't seem to ever be negative. All right, let's rock with Pioneer. So we're gonna have a ton more things going on the map. And let's see what we can do here. I want to try to be as aggressive as possible this go around. We're going to really just see what we get build-wise. The enemies do way more damage, so even 2 bites made me lose 15 health. All right, so we have herbivore. Vegetation progress. We could get more experience by eating fruit, but we would have less of a chance to be a predator. We could develop our brain, or we could get scales. You know what I said as soon as I started this run? I want to be as aggressive as possible. Why don't we do the opposite? Why don't we go for herbivore? So we'll level up more if we go for plants and fruits. And we'll just see exactly how difficult that could possibly be. Get away, that's my meal. I am the herbivore. I wouldn't, of course, kill you and consume your flesh. It's just a love bite. Yeah, so we are leveling up a little bit faster. Nocturnal. Increase physical and ability during the nighttime, and it also gives us more senses. We get antlers, or we can get some health regen. Or I could re-roll this and level up herbivore again. So now we're getting 80% more experience by eating the fruits. All right, let's go for it. We're going to have really bad stats when it comes to being a predator, but that's fine. We want to be as elusive as possible. Apparently, there's different bosses you can get as well. So we've got some sort of elephant thing we've never seen before. All right, we have our first point of interest. I'm going to head over there because it doesn't seem too far away. I don't like being in the snow that much. The snow confuses me because the tutorial said we took damage during the nighttime, but I take damage all the time here. All right, greatly increase one random stat or get some mutagen points. I'm going to go for mutagen points because that's going to let us re-roll more. And I feel like that's going to be more helpful overall. What's not going to be helpful is me hanging around here in the snow. Increase physical and ability damage during the daytime, but decrease them during the nighttime. Well, I'm not really going for much combat. I don't think that's going to be what we really gear towards. I think I'm going to level up herbivore again. And we can get vegan. Greatly increase vegetation progress, but cannot consume meat food anymore. This is complete opposite of what I'm like in real life. I don't feel like a meal is complete unless there's meat on it, but, you know, we're role-playing. Okay, yeah, we get a ton of experience. This one is sparkling, so we're going to eat that and heal up a little bit. I feel like I just want to max out herbivore. Damage resistance, cold resistance. We could get furry again. I'm furry every single time. I don't take that out of context. All right, we're re-rolling. All right, we got herbivore. Hollow bones. So this makes us move faster, but we have less damage resistance. That's actually kind of exciting to me. Fungoid is also exciting because it sporadically generates vegetation food around me. I'm going to grab Fungoid because that's going to make us generate food, which means we can just keep eating. We want to avoid as much conflict as possible, considering these guys do a ton of damage. Oh, come on, man. Stop chasing me. Stop chasing me. Why is there a mutagen point just hanging out here? I don't have enough range. I don't have enough range. All right, you're almost dead, though. Maybe we could start a fight here. Come on, guys. It worked! Ah, big brain. All right, we're going to go to this mudslide here and see what we can grab. It might not be a bad idea to get a shell. Give me some damage resistance and some plating. Extra protection that'll absorb damage before it affects health points, except for poison and environment damage. All right, that could be the option here. That could be what we go for. So now I've got a shell. Please. Relax. Wow, you got outsmarted by a turtle. All right, I have no point in killing you. I'm going to go here. We're going to go ahead and increase our cold resistance and our heat resistance. I'm not going to go for the mud bath. What we do need to do is heal a little bit. I'm hoping we can get some more sparkly food. The good news is we level up super fast. What I'm also wondering, the further out we go, is there better quality food? Because it does seem to get harder. Agile would be good, but so would being a little fatty. That'd give us more HP and more resistance. This is attack move penalty, though, which means I can attack and move fast, and then I get dodge chance. We're again going to go for fat, so I have more survivability. We got some glowing food, so we'll heal up. It's about to get dark. I mean, good news is with Fungoid, we'll just keep getting food anyway. I'm going to head down to this question mark. At least I can see that. I will say sometimes these appear from too far away because the journey is kind of long. All right, this is what we saw last time. So we can increase one random stat or get mutagen points. I'll get the mutagen points. At least that's guaranteed. I don't want to get a stat and then have it be something totally pointless like ability damage. Relax, man. It's my food. We got different fruit now. Get out of here. I guess we can eat together. I don't care that much. Nomadic. Gain evolution progress for finding points of interest. No, we're going herbivore again. If you guys try to eat my food, I will throw hands. Courting. Charms the nearest enemy in the target direction. While charmed, you may use the ability again to command it to move or attack in the targeted direction. Huh. So that's an ultimate because it has the lightning bolt. I could go for small. So this will reduce my size, make me faster, but I'm substantially less imposing. I think I'm going to get small instead. We're going to start shrinking down so we are less noticeable. And let's eat up. And because it's nighttime, we're actually not taking any damage in the desert. Let's get that regeneration. I don't need any healing. Back off, buddy. Back off. I'm going to regret this. Slow metabolism. We'll level up even faster, but we're going to be slow. That might not be a bad idea. We're going to get so much experience this run. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this into legendary. So now we have 20% less progress needed to evolve. Sorry, dude. We are leveling up so fast. All right, max out herbivore. 200% vegetation progress. I'm just going to dance around this man. I know he does more damage, but he can't hit me. See you later, nerd. I just took your lunch money. Yeah, the desert seems to be the place to be. We're about to have a boss fight, and I don't genuinely know how we're going to handle that. Become protected for a short time. Stuns the enemy when blocking their contact attack at the right time. We might as well do nomadic, right? Because we have more points of interest on the map in general. I'm curious about doing fungoid though, Because this can level up 5 times, and we can unlock poisonous spores, which will poison enemies when I'm damaged. Plus, this is going to just generate even more food. I'm going to do fungoid. I don't think we're at a point right now where I need to hide in my shell. It really does want to give it to me, though. All right, let's do it. We'll turtle down. And so this is a new ability. It's going to replace my dash attack. It's going to make me even slower, but we can hide. Elusive. This will make us even smaller. I could get Carnivore, and then we just have Carnivore and Herbivore. Omnivore. No, we'll do Elusive. So now we're itty-bitty. We're near whatever this is. Oh, I can't dash. Stop trying to dash, Joe. It's not going to work. Get some regeneration. Yeah, I have to be careful. Because I have no way to fend for myself. Free level up. Carapace, leveling this up might be a good idea. Because we'll have way more survivability. I like stomach so we can eat fast. And just stay on the move. But I want armor because I'm kind of scared. Of course, yeah, we immediately pick enemies do more damage. And then I decide to be a punching bag. But I think feeding speed's kind of a rough point for me. All right, boss fight. Hopefully I can try to get out of the desert a little bit. Wait, hold on. That's a good fruit. More plating. I'll just be unkillable. All right, hi. Whoa. All right, give me a second. I defend for myself here. I can stun you with a shell. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, you don't do that much damage. Okay, stop. Stop, stop, stop. What is happening on the left? I messed up the timing. Please. Oh, that move sucks. That move sucks. There's sparkly food on the bottom. There's sparkly food. I need to eat. Stun. How do we survive this? We leveled up. Slow metabolism. I'll level up even faster. Elusive right now. This is legendary. But elusive right now is going to give me 10% more dodge when I need it most. Get out of here. I'm just trying to eat. Please. Wait, this is a big fruit. I could level up turtle down, so my damage reduction gets even higher and the cooldown goes down. We're going to do that. I'm leveling up so much off of this one fruit. More eyes gives us dodge. We're turning into a snail. We're turning into a tiny snail. I'm going to do that. No, I'm trying to heal. Give me a second. Give me a second. I do not know what happens when that timer goes off. Relax. Okay, so you surrender. So you just leave. You give me some food. All right, worth it, worth it. Ruminant, every 10 seconds, gain progress equal to 4 times your prey affinity value. Goes on cooldown when hit. Holy crap. We've got a ton of prey. So we'll just passively get a ton of experience. Okay, all right, we're doing it. They said this game was hard. More regeneration. I feel like we need saliva. We need feeding speed. Regeneration doesn't really build into anything. You know what? I'm actually going to reroll. I'm going to reroll. We might find something a little bit more specified. I think leveling up turtle down so it has a cooldown of 3 seconds could be the best thing for us. or just get that damage resistance. Both of these make me even beefier. This gives me prey. If I max out carapace, we get prey, so we'll get more experience and 9 plating. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. That is a big fruit. Move out the... Why is he back? Dude, what? I thought you surrendered. Can level up Ruminate again. Spines might be nice. Returns a percentage of damage taken on contact. So all these jerks attacking me would just take damage. I do want to level up Ruminate. I'm going to get Spines. So now I'm a spiky snail. You're a jerk. And I don't really have the capacity to kill you. Oh, stomach. So this will also increase our feeding speed. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, you have to be kind of precise with that timing. No! We're going to do this forever, my guy. We're going to do this all day long until I keep leveling up my spines and you just murder yourself. Slow metabolism. I got to go for spines. This dude's not going to leave me alone. He's out for blood. You're going to end up killing yourself, buddy. It's not worth it. I'm going down. I need to heal. Ah! There's a purple fruit. Please. Forager. Increase how often food drops are turned into health food. Oh man, that could be helpful, but more plating right now I think is mandatory. Spines would go up to 90% damage return. I don't really feel much like an alpha. I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of exuding beta energy right now. So let's level up spines. Plus, we're almost at the star, so we can get a modifier. I think we can kill this guy. I think we can do it. As long as I don't bite off more than I can chew. Oh, no. Oh, no. Why? The other boss is going to show up while you're here. Just keep eating. So this is the spines modifier. Elusive we could max out too, but I think I need to see what we get for spines. Applies a poison stack on contact impacts. So we do poison damage. Your spines are also triggered on dodge. Gotta be, gotta be. All right, you're dead. Was it worth it? I don't really get much by eating your meat, but, you know, that's fine. When do we ever? All right, let's go. We need our fruits and veggies. All right, let's go for stomach. So we have 50% feeding speed. And we can get the hell out of here. So you can make the boss surrender, but you still have to deal with them because they're wandering on the map. That's so interesting. Tail unlocks tail-based evolutions. So that would give us a social ability, but we're really not leaning into gregarious at all. We're going all the way into prey. So saliva is also not bad. It's the same thing as the hunger. We get feeding speed, but we also get regeneration so we can heal up. So I might go for that. Because I think that's our biggest weakness right now. It's just taking too long for us to chow down. We're at level 28, which is pretty crazy. Because my last win, we were at level 35. And we are halfway through. Cold resistance and heat resistance. But I think a lot of that's coming from the herbivore mixed with slow metabolism. It's going to be a little bit harder now because we don't have a lot of senses. That's a poison cloud? I mean, I'm struggling to find a lot of food. I'm sure I left some back in the chaos of everything. Relax, man. Please. You don't want this. You don't know what I've done. I think I'm going to re-roll these. I'm going to reroll so we get something a little bit more fun. Horns? No. We're not. It's legendary, but we're not going to go for horns. Let's just get stomach. Nothing more exciting than eating food faster. Slow metabolism. We're going to be even slower, but hey, we're leveling up even faster. I wonder if the different colored trees drop better fruit. I have to be careful about going in the desert. I feel like we'll get better things, but I'm already pretty slow. My character is disgusting looking. All right, go down. I'm just a gooey, spiky slime. Nothing in the world made me feel more guilt as a child than when I was playing outside and I would accidentally step on a snail. I would be completely shattered. Yeah, these enemies don't even go for me. Legendary Chonky. I kind of want to finish out elusive. Let's finish out elusive. How small can you possibly get? What is our size right now? 44%. So I guess that's a bad thing because it's red. It's such a jackpot whenever we find the purple fruits. Okay, we'll go for ruminant. Because that almost leveled me up twice. But we have another boss fight coming. Regeneration would be nice. But I kind of want to go with the theme of just leveling up insanely fast. Food from animals not killed by you grant extra progress. Yeah, but that's not vegetation. It would be meat. And so I really don't have much of an interest to want to go for that anyway. Let's max out Turtle Down. Nice, jackpot. Max out Ruminant. Revenge. On damage, increase physical and ability for 5 seconds. That means I need to fight back. We're not a fighter, we're a lover. So you could be an aggressive monster if you wanted to. You could be a weenie that just hides around and eats fruits. Or you could also be a friendly social animal and just raise an army. There's so many different things you can do. All right, slow metabolism. We're going to go ahead and do, I feel like antenna, so we have better senses might be a good thing. Or we could just re-roll this. I am sitting in the desert, so maybe going for scales right now. Exoskeleton gives us damage resistance. You know, why don't we re-roll this? Poisonous spores. Good re-roll. We're going to level up many, many times. Let's max out spines. I wonder if there's a level limit. Slow metabolism. Well, if there is, we're going to reach it pretty fast. Stomach again. And we got another purple fruit here. All right, it's almost boss time. I'm incredibly slow. Fungoid. Cheek pouch might be really helpful, actually, because it's taking me so long to eat food, and if I can just put it in my mouth and keep moving, and then the stomach does the work, I think I'm going to go for the cheek pouch. So now we can store some food in our cheeks. And let's see what we got boss-wise. Oh, no, not this guy again. The Aquaconda. I am not going to handle the water very well. Not at all. We're re-rolling. I know I got 2 legendaries, but I got no use for any attack damage. Wow, our plating would turn into damage. I mean, that would help in this situation. All right, let's do it. I don't know how I'm going to dodge your moves. We're going to have to fight this out. We're going to have to fight this out, brother. I'm trying to eat. I'm trying to eat right now. Small. Okay. All right. I think we're going to go for this. We're going to get tinier, but we're going to get faster. I'm going to get so small I can't even see myself. Come on. Let's duke it out. I think right now, plating. It's very anticlimactic leveling up in the middle of this dramatic boss fight. You're not doing any damage to me. I don't think you can. I'm indestructible. I'm dodging, and when you hit me, you do like 0 damage. Get out of here. Get out of here, Gyarados. You got nothing on Magmar. I think I want even more plating. I want even more plating. All right, give me your meat. All right, so we could get legs. We could get wings, so we could fly around. Or we could get tentacles. Tentacles will give me more speed. Legs will give me substantially more speed. I don't know what the wings do. They don't actually evolve into anything. I think terrain types apply different movement penalties. A higher terrain penalty set will diminish the impact of those on the player. So we wouldn't have any issues with the water. We wouldn't have any issues with the snow or the desert slowing us down. Let's go ahead and get wings. Let's do it. Level up my cheek pouch so now I can hold 2 pieces of food. Get all these mutagens. And let's get the hell out of here. I'm a beautiful snail butterfly. Potty slam would be the dumbest thing I could ever get right now. Antlers, agile. No, we're re-rolling this. I might want to keep leveling up eyes, just so we have more dodge, because that seems to be a big focus point for us. I'm going to go ahead and actually level up the rarity. I could go for a legendary, but no, we're fine. Sense is up to 40%, dodge up to 15%. I think that's huge. We do not have more eyes. I guess we're limited to 4. Let's go for resistances. Yeah, I mean, we're level 48 right now. Okay, feeding speed, 125 or more plating. Until I start being able to take damage, I don't think there's much of a reason to go for plating. I want a bigger stomach. I want a purple fruit. Gobble it down in 1 hit. Oh, wait, we're taking damage. We're taking damage. We're going to up the rarity here. We're getting a legendary small. And we're running. This guy's insane. Oh, gosh. Stunned? Dodged? They're dying to the spines. Bite me. See what happens. It'll be the biggest mistake you ever make. That's what I thought. Did you just fart? Oh my god, he does fart. Oh no, please! I'm too cute and innocent for this. This area, whatever it is, was a colossal mistake. I need to pick up some sparkly food. All right, well, slow metabolism means we'll level up even faster. I made that comment about plating, but I'm gonna get slow metabolism. Yeah, I don't vibe with that fart attack. You know, it's got to be really embarrassing to get killed by me right now. Just gonna put that out there. Now, we are almost at this question mark. We're gonna have to go through the water again. It doesn't look like the water really has a lot of food. Besides what is this, guy? Please, relax. I'm trying to go to the lily pad. All right, we're gonna be so small. What's my size right now? 40%. So it does seem to scale off of itself, so you can never get too small. A full level of progress or cooldown reduction. Give me the progress. Fungoid. We've almost capped that out. Dude, you are on a mission right now. I respect it. I don't know what business I have out here in the middle of the ocean. I made some bad decisions. Let's go back to the desert. Whoa, 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 guys. Yes, fight each other. Fight amongst each other. All right, we are taking a little bit of heat damage. Our final night. He died in one hit. Feeding speed, regeneration. All right. We're going to go ahead and level up the rarity because I was hoping for a better plated. So what's my damage resistance right now? My plating's at 34. That seems really good to me. And this will give me more survivability in the desert. Oh, no, this just gives us regeneration, which I'm not unhappy with. All right, it's time to max out small. I just want to get as small as we can get. It doesn't look like we can actually get any smaller than 40%. Come on. Courting. Charms the nearest enemy in the target direction. We read this last time. This was an ultimate attack. I think I'm just going to go for more eyes. I want to see what our dodge stat's at. My dodge right now is at 45%. And so if we get an extra 7%, it goes off of the actual... No, it just adds a flat 7%. Because I didn't know if it times what I already had. Kind of like how Mega Bonk does the stats. All right, so Hollow Bones will give us more speed, but I would lose the damage resistance that I so desperately need. So I think it's better off to go for Poisonous Spores. So now we've got both our spines doing damage, but then we've got the Poisonous Spores as well. So people are just going to murder themselves. I bet you the boss could attack me. If we can get to a point where the boss can attack me once and die, I would be so satisfied. We could level up Overwhelm. No, I'm going to cap out the cheek pouch because we get a modifier. Consuming a piece of food heals nearby allies. +4 to stoner ammo cap. Oh, both of these are very specific. That's kind of underwhelming. We'll go for provider. It's not like I have any companions. But sometimes I like to be a provider in life. Dexterous would let me use my shell more often. But I think I'm actually more excited about maxing out Poisonous Spores. All right, we really are putting together something special here. I'm out of mutagens. HP wouldn't be bad. Regeneration, I think, would be better, though. What is my regeneration? My regeneration is 5.2. Okay, all right. Yeah, we'll do saliva. I'm not sure what else I could get that would be incredibly exciting with this build that we have. I know there's a ton of different things you can find. In fact, hold on, I see that. I see that fruit. That guy better not be about to grab that fruit or I'm going to lose my mind. Get away from it. No, that's the shell move. Hey! No! No, you bastard! Someone stop him! Wait, there's another one. All right, that's fine. You can have that meal. Yeah, we'll probably go for dexterous. I don't really want alpha because that's going to make us big. And I don't want to be big. I do not want to be BIG. All right, dexterous. Whining. So on damage, I can charm nearby enemies. Agile would give us even more dodge. We'll go for agile. How many times does this fruit level us up? I'm even more dodge. Can I max out eyes? I can. So now our senses are at 100%, and we have 38% dodge. My dodge right now is 74%. It's capped at 75. That's fair. All right. That is still absolutely insane. All right, move out of the way, boys. Move out of the way. I'm coming through. I'm looking for my dinner. Probably do overwhelm. In case we do need to attack. In case this boss does give us trouble. Physical and ability during the daytime. I mean, we're about to finish the run. Yeah, we can do that. This is our final night anyway. So this would cap out our dodge, but we don't only get, truthfully, 1%. We'll do saliva. We'll keep drooling around. At this point, it doesn't even matter. I feel like I'm so strong, I'm unstoppable. I have 43 points in prey. I do want to keep pushing it up, though, because the more I push it up, the more we keep leveling up. All right, let's get a beak. Let's get a beak. Now I got some lip injections. I don't really care about the mud pile because that's just going to give us more resistance. I could increase my senses. We have almost full night vision right now. Let's go for agile. Let's keep maxing that out. Regeneration. Cooldown reduction. I'm getting choice overload now. My brain is malfunctioning. I wonder if you can get so much experience in this game that you max out on evolutions. That has to be a thing. I really wish this guy didn't show up right now. I wish he would have come at any other point. It's okay. You'll end up murdering yourself. I'm not too concerned. Let's get more health right now just in case this goes bad. We got Claudia. All right, you ready, Claudia? Sorry, I punched you. I know, I was gonna let you murder yourself, but old habits die hard. Oh, you do 12. You actually do damage. Relax, Claudia. Stunning you is difficult. Oh, what? You have babies. Help. Nice. Get away. Get into the water. Get into the water. She can swim. She can swim. They can all swim. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. I'm dead. Oh my god. Main predator. Yeah. Oh, the shellephant was my main predator. Holy crap. That was insane. That was insane. I like how this video has been 36 minutes long, but the gameplay time was 16 minutes. That's how much we leveled up. All right, you know what? Screw that. I don't care. I got a bra. Specializations are triggered 1 level earlier. Oh, that's nice. All right. Screw this game. We're doing this again. And I'm going to be as aggressive as possible. Splicing? Increase the amount of points of interest by 50%. Oh, I can just combine 2 of them. All right, so we can get more HP. Specializations are triggered 1 level earlier. All right. You know what? No more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm going to kill everything. I don't have patience for this. Move out the way. What do we got? I don't care about elusive. I don't want a stomach. I don't want a tail. I want fangs. I could go for scales. That would give us some damage resistance and heat resistance. That's fine. We're scaly now. We're going to be an alligator. I'm already starting to look like one. That or a caterpillar, but, you know. Same thing. All right, come on. I don't want to go to the cold. I've got scales. I want to go to the desert. Jaws. So that's a biting attack that's going to do substantial physical damage, and it does double damage to stunned enemies. It would break me out of leech or beak. Alligator build. That's it. We've got another new boss coming up. Chomp. All right, so we're going to need a high physical stat, which means I need a 6-pack on the double. Get away. I'm pissed. I don't know if there's a stat that makes us... There is... Carnivore. Yeah, I forgot. I was about to say stat that makes us level up faster from eating meat. I only ever saw that once, so we have to hope we can get lucky. I also don't know if there's an actual mutation that lets you swim faster besides the wings. Okay, attack area would be very nice. More mass is going to give us size but physical damage, which is what we need. We need to be bigger. We're going for the complete opposite of what we've done. I'm taking out all of my rage on you little fishy bastards. And you too. Flying dog thing. Genuinely, I'm not sure what you're supposed to be. But I'm supposed to be bigger, so I want yet even more mass. Alright, so more size is apparently good because it's green. We're doing another run because I wanted to make sure we're beating at least one difficulty a video. That's what I wanted. So we are beating difficulty 2, darn it. Attack area, I do want. Whining, there's no whining today. I just want to be bigger. All right, let's go for attack area. I think this is actually going really well now. So these enemies do seem like they're a little bit harder, but they have better rewards. It also seems like the ones that run away give you some good food too. Yeah, for sure. There's a lot going on in here though. Yeah, back off. Back off, buddy. All right, you're my elite. You do a ton of damage though. We got to be smart with this. We're not developing our cortex. We want to be more physical. I was thinking about getting a tail because, you know, alligators have tails. But we got Carnivore, which is what we wanted. I don't want to get punched out by this guy. Nice, nice. It's coming together. That range upgrade really came in clutch. Let's go. Back off. This is my meal. Okay, more jaws. That increases our feeding speed too, which is amazing. All right, so you drop some pretty good food. Your thing is you just don't bother me unless I bother you. But you know I'm gonna bother you. I'm a hungry boy. I don't know who you are, but you're dead. I'm a monster. Dexterous would be really good with this setup. That would be really good. Attack movement penalty? We're so fast. We're gonna have the boss show up. I just have to make sure I don't go too aggressive that I get killed before I even realize what's happening. Because on this difficulty, these guys are pretty strong. They can do high damage numbers. Okay, all right, all right. I also have more of an idea on what I want to build this time because last run was very experimental for me. I mean, most of these runs are experimental because I don't know much about this game yet. But I'm putting it together. We get a little bit smarter every time. All right, I don't know where the enemies are. I don't really want to eat plants. Yeah, this is an herbivore's dream right now. I do like the idea of getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Chonky is kind of exciting to me. Dexterous is nice to keep spilling into, but since we already have it unlocked, I'll keep getting the options to upgrade it. So I'm going to go for Chonky. My size right now is 125%. I don't know if there's a cap to it. What would be nice is to get something for, yeah, that's what I was about to say, scales. So we have more heat resistance, because it looks like we're about to get stuck here. And we get a specialization. On contact hit taken, stun the attacker for 0.5 seconds, which combos with Jaws! Because Jaws does double damage if they're stunned. Every 10 seconds on sand during the day, gain a percentage of the progress needed to level up. Scales with your heat resistance. That's okay, but I want to be hard. Go for that. All right, boss, I'm ready for you. Are you ready for me? Why is there a purple fruit as soon as I left that area? I'm going. I'm going. All right, carnivore for sure. I don't get that option a lot, so whenever it pops up, I want to pound into it. You could have a... Whoa. This is a small setup here. That's fine. Even better for me. Get over here. What are you going to do, bud? You made a mistake today. Yeah, what's up? Come on, Mike Tyson. One more bite. One more bite. Thank you, sir. All right, what are we getting? Not ruminant. Slithery? I mean, technically, that would be alligator-esque. I can slide. I guess we would be a snake instead. All right, give me slithery. Not what I expected. Let's re-roll this. Go for carnivore. My problem is I get too excited with the idea of making like a legitimate animal that I don't want to take certain upgrades. All right, I'm gonna max out more mass. I just look like a fat snake now. But I need these guys to actually come towards me. That's gonna make my life easier. Jaws doesn't evolve, but it's still the main attack I'm doing. And my physical damage right now is at 14. It could get higher. But I'm able to knock these guys out in just a few hits. Since when do y'all eat fruit? I'm not going to go for any ability damage. We'll do dexterous. I want to go full into physical. If I go to the water, it actually seems like I have more opportunities to get meat here. Because we have those crazy frogs. Oh, you have to be small to use that lily pad. We'll get a free level up. The issue with the water, the deeper we go, the slower we get. So Spur is a very low physical damage attack, but it's used automatically after my other attack. So if I actually grab this and I put it here instead of Bop, I'm going to have a follow-up attack. So my jaws will be even stronger. Yeah, we're too big for this. It was wishful thinking. I'm going to stay where I belong after I kill you. Oh my god. Oh, so you guys drop a good amount of food too. Oh my gosh. That is insane. Slide. Long distance, short cooldown, dash. As exciting as that is, I could get muscular. And I'm going to level up that rarity once. We're going to get muscular tissue. So now we are buff snake alligator hybrid. And I can kill things pretty darn fast. I do feel like Cheek Pouch would help us out a little bit. I think it's just a really good ability overall. But I'm gonna grab Cheek Pouch. Just so we don't have to stand still to eat things. We can just keep moving. And that lets us find more food. Come on. Come here, Yoshi. Plus, I can eat two things at once. Overwhelm would be nice if we had any sort of plating, but I'm just going to get bigger. I'm just going to be the biggest I can possibly be. I wonder how beefy we could actually get in this game. There's definitely a limit when it comes to getting small. All right, yeah, keep running away. That's what I thought. Don't go anywhere, penguin in a top hat. I'm coming for you. I think sprint would actually be really smart to grab. So we'll grab that. We can move fast. Chase these guys down. Yeah, sprint is so good. Oh my gosh. Its cooldown's really short too, so you can just keep going fast and fast and fast. Now I can go there, and that will give me more resistance. I'm going to max out scales. So now we have full-on resistance here in the desert. May not be the best idea unless you've got something to coincide with it. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Relax. Level 4 on Jaws. Yeah, so this is nice because it'll continue to give us more resistance and cold resistance if I go into that kind of area. It almost might have been a smarter idea for me to save this and use it on the boss fight, because more resistance right now doesn't seem to be that helpful. All right, you're going to run away. All right, time to max out Jaws. But before I do that, because every single level up for Jaws has been common rarity, I'm going to beef it up to uncommon, just so we can try to get as much damage as we can off of this. Feeding speed goes to 62%, so we eating kind of fast. I think the cat probably drops good stuff. I mean, that bone was pretty crazy. It's just so fast. Yeah, but cats don't like water. What you dropped was decent, at best. You gonna punch me? All right, we already realized we really don't like being in the water that much. Although sprint helps a lot. All right, come on, buddy. It's a lot easier to catch things here, though. Maybe we'll get wings. Because I do think the trade-off is, while it doesn't spawn a lot of vegetation, there's a lot of monsters in there to kill. Carnivore, max it out. We're at level 4, so we need one more level up, and we don't have to worry about it anymore. Still seems like we're leveling up substantially slower than we were last run. But I'm a beast right now. Fish food progress. I see. Or we could get more speed with Slithery. I didn't realize fish was different. I feel like we have to go for that. I could get Constriction. Attack which stuns any target hit and deals physical damage for each second for 5 seconds. Stun is lifted after leaving Constriction area or attacking the target. So while this seems cool, it does physical damage for 5 seconds, and the scaling is actually really low compared to Jaws. So I feel like it's going to hold me in place. Oh, it's an ultimate attack. Never mind, we will grab this. Okay. So maybe while I have them constricted, I can use my other moves. What's the cooldown on Constriction? 12 seconds. All right, let's go ahead and increase our reach. So let's try it out. Let's constrict you. Never mind, you blocked it. Let's constrict you. I don't know what is happening. And let's do more fish food. So that guy doesn't even seem to drop fish food. I feel like it's only the fish people that walk around. I mean, he is a fish person, but I mean the other fish people. Doesn't matter, though. We're chowing down. Let's level up Slithery so we can go fast. Eat as much as we can here. Sharpen. Increase damage dealt by every contact attack. This scales with my Predator affinity. So if I keep biting and biting and biting, we'll do more and more and more damage. But I already have an ultimate. Let's go ahead and level up Spur right now. Wow, you did a lot of damage just before the boss showed up. That wasn't great. We hurt you pretty bad, though. More eyes, plating. Plating might not be a bad thing to grab. I'm gonna re-roll this. I'm gonna go for Chonky. We're almost as big as the boss. Nice. Had a little kaiju battle going on there. That's a good drop for muscular. Okay. Well, we'll do that. I do want to level up sprint, though, because sprinting speed goes up substantially, and it lasts longer. But I just want more base damage right now. And we have our evolution. We get tentacles. We get wings. Or we get arms. I'm going to be honest. I really wanted legs. I wonder if you can get legs. Do I re-roll this for legs? No. If we get arms, we can get claws. And that's more physical damage as well. All right, we'll go for arms. This is a new dash. I feel like I'm happy with sprint, though. So we'll go for fat. No, let's re-roll this. Let's re-roll this. That's exactly what I wanted. I actually wanted more reach. Level up the rarity. Attack area up to 52%. So look at that. We just have a massive blast. Run forward, get some food, eat everything in sight. And let's max out Slithery. So now we're incredibly fast. I wonder how much that helps in the water. So Shell's just going to give us damage resistance. I'm really not going for that at all. I'm just going for as much movement speed as possible. We're going to upgrade this, and we're going to get sprint to legendary status. So my sprinting speed goes up to 80%, and we can sprint for 3 seconds. We got claws already. Quick and agile, swiping physical attack. The cooldown is 0.6 seconds. Okay, we're doing that. We have to swap out one of my moves. I'll have to get rid of the spurs. That or jaws. Let me see. Let me see. No, we can combo this super well. And we're so fast. All right, we're going to go here, and we're just going to eat as much as we can. Fish food progress. The alligator build is coming to reality. There's a bunch of mutagens down there. Oh, we got snow, so there wasn't that much water here. Another lily pad. All right, we may not be getting as high a level as we did earlier on our first run, but I still feel like I'm having way more fun with this crazy monster. What's up, bud? Came into the wrong part of town, my friend. Oh, you want some? You want some? You want some? That's what I thought. Should have constricted you just to express dominance. Regeneration. Body slam at this point. The issue with body slam is the extra damage comes from your max health. And since I'm not really leveling that up, I'm not too concerned about it. All right, we'll do more fish food. If I do get cheek pouch, that's probably going to be the next thing I go for. Because we can put one thing of food in our mouth, but the more the merrier. Gain a full level of progress or increase physical damage. We're going to do physical damage. Right now, my physical's at 21.5. No, no, no! Damn it! I wanted him. I wanted him so bad. I wonder if he's going to come out. He did. He did come out. Yes! All right, let's level up my arms. That's going to increase my feeding distance, so I can actually eat more food from further away. Yeah, it goes with ability damage, but I don't have to move as far, and it's going to be easier to eat when there's just food all over the screen, jam-packed. Because I'm eating from here. All right, you don't even want to mess with me. You know you're outmatched. Regeneration. Swipe or no swiping. Let's get some more muscular tissue in here. Come here, partner. What are you gonna do? I beat you. I do need to watch out because I am taking damage. I am sustaining some bad damage here. We do a legendary Piscivore. I'm a Piscatarian, what can I say? As I devour the flesh of dogs all around me. Oh, this is a free level up, isn't it? No, it's a random stat or mutagen points. We'll go for the random stat and hopefully it's something good. Plating. Not really what I'm going into, but I'll take it. Dexterous. What's our size right now? 152. It really doesn't even seem that high. You can actually get more size from those trees with the random stats. Sorry, I saw you guys were fighting and I was a little hungry. Now what do we got down here? Health regen? Yeah. This playtest is making me very hungry for a full-length run. Because I feel like I'm barely scratching the surface on the most ridiculous things I can do. But we can only play up till about 75% of an entire run. It does look like level 5, difficulty level 5, makes the runs longer, which I think will be really cool. All right, Revenge. On damage, increase physical and ability for 5 seconds. Can stack. I think that's probably going to be the way to go here. Also, leveling up a few different abilities and then changing your mind isn't great either, because all the experience we put into Spurs now is just kind of wasted. But I also didn't know I would get claws and like it so much, so I can't be too hard on myself. All right, what do we got up here? Big fish boy. Feeding distance up to 6. I guess there's not much else arms can turn into, so that's fine. Yeah. And even though claws is the lowest rarity here, I kind of want to beef it up because we've got the boss fight soon. But I think Dexterous would actually be more helpful because we would have a 50% attack movement penalty reduction. Muscular tissue. Now my physical is at 26.5. I feel like I could go for a shell or a carapace. I've been ignoring both of them just because I think it would look stupid on my character. I'm all about the aesthetics, man. And so for aesthetics, of course, we got to build into that 6-pack. Max it out. Oh, you're big. And you're dead. At this point, I don't even know what this boss could possibly do to us. Claws. I mean, it is true. I take damage pretty fast. So I could get sidelined here. But even if there's a ton of spiders all over the screen, we'll be fine. We'll be able to handle it. Interesting that Carnivore maxed out gives us 150, but Pescivore is at 250. Carnivore also is a little bit lower than Herbivore, too. Because we're at the end, I'm going to actually max out Claws. Because I don't think we're going to have a lot of opportunities to keep eating. I mean, maybe we're going to have a few more than I expected. All right, I'm not social, but I do want to get bigger, so we're going to do Alpha. All right, good luck, Claudia. What you got? What you got? Don't run. That's what I thought. Well, that is difficulty 2, everybody. My main predator was a spitfish. My main prey was a beware. This was a lot of fun. I feel like we had way more cohesion than I've ever had in this game with this particular monster. It actually looks like a real thing. What do we get? We got difficulty 3. Bosses have increased damage. Enemies are more aggressive and progress faster. Now that looks like a big game changer, because all difficulty 2 did was make them do more damage. So if they're actually progressing faster, that could be something that gives us some trouble. Grandoys. Evolution rarity improves based on your size. Bigger size means rarer evolutions, with no penalty for smaller sizes. Wow, okay, that's cool. We have to beat the game on difficulty 3 to unlock Spawn of Chaos. All right. We also have these challenge levels. Dry Age, where everything is desert. Odd Mutations. It looks like once you beat a certain difficulty, you'll unlock it, though. For Odd Mutations, we've got to go ahead and beat difficulty 3, difficulty 5, and then difficulty 7. But we have difficulty 3 now, ready to go. This is what I was talking about. Difficulty 5 with slower progress seems like it would end up being insane. But even max difficulty, the final boss is a dual boss. So we would have 2 Claudias on top of every other stat. So it ramps up in some really fun ways. Guys, that is going to be it for this installment of Everything is Crab. This game is so much fun, man. I have a blast every single time I play it. If y'all want more of this, you know the deal. Let me know down below in the comments. Hit that like button. And if you've watched me this far and have not hit that sub button, please consider doing so, because that supports the channel way more than you know. That is going to be it for me, and I will see all of you guys next time.